So it's been a little while since my last video. I'm really sorry for missing the last couple. It's been a kind of difficult week or two, and it was something I didn't know whether to talk about it or not, but I feel that I want to just a little bit because I feel like it's a subject that people don't want to talk about and maybe they should. But unfortunately we suffered a miscarriage last week, and it's the second time we've been through it as a family. It was a bit of a surprise that we may have been pregnant in the first place, but it's also very disappointing when it's confirmed that it's not going to happen. And yeah, it's thrown me a little bit. I'm going to be honest, my keto diet has gone out the window. When you're at the hospital doing scans and stuff and you need to find something to eat, it's not the best place to try and find something keto. So kind of, as always happens with me, bad eating habits have come back in. I'm not getting on the scales because I'm too scared to do that right now. But I will be getting back on to whether it be keto or just healthy eating between now and my brother's wedding. I don't know. I'll talk about that in the next few videos, I guess. But yeah, so it's been a bit difficult. And the most difficult part for me has just been seeing my wife getting prodded and poked and scanned and all the things that come with it. We went in a lot earlier for this scan than you would normally do in a pregnancy because we've been through it before and we were told to. So yeah, it's been a few weeks of continually going in to make sure things are happening the way they should be. And then we had confirmation that it wasn't, and my wife had to go in for an operation and all that sort of stuff. So it's been quite difficult. Diet out the window, unfortunately. But one thing that hasn't gone out the window, and I'm really, really proud of this, is my cycling. I have still joined the T2.5 rides, and I've still kept my workout schedule up, which historically, going through a difficult patch, I would never have done that. You know, the first thing out the window would be any sort of food diet that I was on, but the cycling or the exercise that I was doing would be out the window too. And I think what that has shown is what this group has given to me, and what I'm now, it's just a habit now to jump on those rides on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, fit in other rides around it. And it's just become part of what I do along with these videos and stuff. And they give me the impetus to get on the bike. But I'm really pleased that I've continued with that. Obviously, I'm a little late showing you this one, but we got the race from last Thursday to catch up with, which I'll put in now. I had done a workout just before that race, and it was, as they all seem to be, involving some sort of cadence workout. This was a workout that was alternating between, I think it was like 60 RPM up to 110, and then alternating between the two. And I am finding those tough. I am finding the cadence sort of targets and working out my cadence to be quite difficult. So yeah, I'd done that just before this race, and I definitely felt it part way through. But I'll put the race footage in now, and we'll have a catch up afterwards. Right, here we go then. We're on the start line for tonight's race. We're doing 2 laps of the Innsbruck ring, which means 2 times up the leg snapper, which is always fun. Don't know really if my legs can do this, although I said the same last week. I'm feeling still tired. I don't know. And that the workout hopefully has warmed me up rather than warm me out. But we'll find out. This is slightly different though, because obviously having the climb in this that is longer, that usually splits me out the back. Last time we did this, I'm pretty sure that I stayed with the D group the first time up, but then I couldn't manage it on the second time up. Let's see what happens this time. See what I've got in the legs, but we're about to go in 5 seconds. So let's ramp it up. Try and stay in with that with the group. Let's go. Come on. So it might work in the DCAT's favour tonight. We've got a lot of us. A. Hoogeveen, P. Bray, M. Blundell, S. Clark, B. Jenkinson, J. Derry, me, A.H. Hi, Ferguson. And it's all moved. So apologies if I missed you. There is a healthy chunk here of DCAT riders. If we can stay together, that'll obviously give us the advantage over the C's. But I don't mean to keep harping on about it, but going up that hill is going to be the thing that tell us whether we can stay together. Right, 5 minutes gone. Still nestled in amongst this big D group. And the last time thing that came up where I could see the C's. Got B Bishop 5 minutes back. That can't be right. Must have did a timing thing. But I think the C's had closed a couple of seconds on us. But I've got to be careful not to lose the back of the group here. Right, we're just about to head up the snapper. D group still together. When it popped up a second ago, the C group had made 10 seconds up on us. And now I've got to concentrate on getting up here as quick as I can. Come on. Well, I sort of got up in the group a little bit. I just hoping I'm going to catch them a little bit on this downhill. Right, so we've got to the bottom. Oh, Shane Clark's had a mechanical, it's a shame. And the T group has splintered. We've got some 13 seconds ahead, some up to 15 seconds behind. I don't know whether it will come back together naturally or not. Kind of needs to if we're going to keep the C's behind us. I'm sure the guys at the front don't want to let off at all. And there are 3 of them together, C. Cole and Blundell and A. Hugavine up there. If they can work together, they're in with a chance. Right, over the line for the first lap done. 1 more to go. I'm in this little group with C. Cross, JJ and A. Evans, I. Davies and D. Duncan and F. Pimer, 13 seconds behind. I can see P. Anderson and B. Jenkinson, but I can't see the C. Cats. Out in front, we've got M. Blundell, G. Fat Bike, and Hey Hugavine, 20 seconds ahead. That gap's getting bigger, and P. Bray is doing a great job of keeping that 6-second gap ahead of us. So, a little bit more to go. 8.5 kilometres, and then a little bit more to go before getting to that leg snapper again. Let's see how it goes. All right, well, just over 18 minutes in, still in this group. P. Bray has increased his lead over us by 2 seconds, and the guys up front are now at 24 seconds ahead. That group of 4, which are doing really well to keep extending the gap between us. D. Duncan, 2 seconds behind. Hi Davies. And then the group that I'm in, you can see as far as back as Rebel Spawn, there's P. Anderson, who's a D Cat. There's C. White. B Cat is a minute behind. There we go. He's made up a huge chunk of time on us already, having started 3.5 minutes. I've not paid attention to what's going on there. I'm going to lose this group if I'm not careful. Right, as you saw when I wasn't paying attention, we had another couple of people join our group, which has given us a bit of extra draft. And we've caught up with P. Bray, but you can see the spikiness of my graph at the bottom. I cannot keep my legs turning. That workout before has completely shot them. See what I can do up here, come on. Here come the B's then. They've caught us. And some C's, I think, not far behind. There they are. This is all I can do. I can't even talk. Well, I'm over the top. I'm miles away now from the group I was here with. Loads have gone through. I don't know where I am in relation to who now. I've got Deke Duncan 7 seconds behind, and F. Pimer 10 seconds back. It's hard just to even keep my legs going now. Come on. Alright, my legs are spent, so I'm going to watch the end of the race. What we got? We've got J. Craft and C. Cole heading off to the line first. I think they'll get there. They've got a 7-second lead over G. Fat Bike and M. Blundell. A. Hugavine 19 seconds back, and then there's the B group. It looks like another D-Cat win this week, which is awesome. All right, coming up towards the finish line, J. Craft already ramping it up. C. Cole matches up towards 7 watts per kilogram. Who's going to get it first? Jay Craft goes for it. Can see Cole catch. Still going to be close. I think Jay Craft's going to take it. There we go. Then we go back to M. Blundell. Oh, there's a sprint there from G Fatbike. He's gone early. Is that going to grab him in the next place? Looks like it will. And then there's some big numbers behind already. Let's jump back and have a look at those. Here they go. Who's going to be first? See White's gone for it. Has he gone too early? 8.1. N. Corbin matches. Who's going to get to the line first? Oh, I think that might have been N. Corbin. And then C Swan over the line. Chase between three. Apologies who the third one was. A. Huggerby will be next. Another race to the line here. Joan Bushell and Seymour. Who's going to get it? Seymour out in the lead at the moment. Couple of metres left. That goes to Seymour. Next over, A. Pimer. S. West just behind with A. Evans. Can he get there before? No. And then I. Evans. Back to P. Bray, who did really, really well. Bit of a solo effort there. Got C. Cross trying to close the gap though. Can he do it in the last few hundred metres? Doesn't look like it. And then back to this group here. Jay Guthrie, Jay Robinson, C. Jupp. Looks like Jay Guthrie's going to get that. C. Jupp and Jay Robinson. Not many sprints to the line there. And then back to P. Davies. F. Pimer. I've dropped right back now. So D. Duncan next over the line with P. Davies just a few seconds after. F. Pimer putting down some big sprint numbers. Trying to make sure to secure the next place. And then behind we've got Rebel Spawn and me. I'm riding with I. Ferguson. Let's see, F. Pimer over the line. There we go. Rebel Spawn will be next. Then go back to me. Got I. Ferguson 6 seconds in front. Just behind will be C. Finlayson, P. Anderson, B. Jenkinson, and S. Clark. Oh, let's go over the line. I felt relatively strong in the first part, in the first lap maybe, and then as we kind of started the second lap, I did feel my legs just went completely, which is a bit of a shame. And then up that leg snapper, I really tried to just put a bit more out if I could, but I just didn't have it. All the cadence work that I've done in the workouts the last few days probably has my legs feeling a bit sore, but oh, still relatively happy with that effort. I know I dropped right off at the back whilst I was watching everyone else, but I was in the front in the group for a while, which is all right. Let's have a look at the results then. So Jay Craft in first, wins it in the sprint over C. Cole. G. Fatbike next, M. Blundell. So won by D. Cat. One thing I would say about those first four, all riding in the D. Cat, all over 2.5 watts per kilogram. Just take a look at previous results. If you're consistently over 2.5 watts per kilogram, jump up to C's, because, well, you deserve to be there. N. Corbin, he's the first B-Cat over the line. 30.16, winning that sprint with Chris White on the line. M. Faranek was in that sprint as well. Couldn't quite keep up with those guys. Next up, we've got C. Swan in 8th. A. Hugavine in 9th. Seymour sprinted to the line with John Bushell. A. Pimer winning out over S. West, who just beat A. Evans to the post there. Then we got I. Davies, P. Bray, who, I mean, that was awesome. He stayed out in front of that group for a long period of that race on your own with no draft. So that's really, really well done. And that shows because 2.4 watts per kilogram. And C. Cross as well, actually. Right on that boundary of C-Cat. It shows how much the draft can really help. Jay Guthrie in 18th. Chris Jupp, 3 seconds behind in 19th. Just beating Jay Robinson. JJ, 21st. C. Waring, just a split second behind. D. Duncombe, P. Davies, F. Pimer, Rebel Spawn, I Ferguson, then me, Craig, P Anderson, B Jenkinson and S Clark. And how awesome is that? 32 riders for a summer's evening. I know down here in the south of England, it's been pretty grotty, on and off raining all day, so maybe that's why, but it's so good to see so many people. Thank you for coming along, everyone. Another awesome race. Some great sprinters to the line, and it's great to get to watch it as well on those occasions where I just fall off. Can't put out much more. It's great to jump on and watch the end of the race, but time to do my usual, have a shower, have some food, and then we'll catch up after. So I totally fell off a cliff in that second lap there. The leg snapper was just too much for me second time round to keep up with everybody. And what was great is whenever I do fall off the back or I feel like I can't give any more, it means I can jump on and watch other people sprinting to the line. I love being able to do that and seeing the battles that happen. It's just the downside to me getting slightly better and being in races myself is that I don't get to necessarily see the races to the line. So I guess that's one advantage to falling off the back. But another great race in the legs. I'm pushing, maybe doing a workout before the race isn't the best idea, but it's kind of in the plan. I want to stick to the plan as much as possible. So yeah, that was really, really good. But this is just a quick video to bring you that race. Next week's rides will be set up on the video coming out on Sunday, so keep an eye out on that one. I want to say a huge thank you to all the channel members and the people who support the channel through Buy Me a Coffee, just for continuing to support, especially during times where I'm not necessarily sticking to the regular video upload schedule. So it really does mean a lot to have the support from you guys. If you have enjoyed this video, do hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on Sunday.